everyone, welcome to Nat One's Tabletop Tavern. My name's Sarah.
Amanda.
Mickey. And Thomas.
Here, you will get to watch us play all sorts of different board games, card games, and pretty much anything that you can play on top of a table.
You will get to watch us play the tabletop games for the first time, which means as we learn, you will too.
Adventure with us through the ups and downs, the ensuing fights, and me winning almost every game against these three.
Asterisk.
So tune in every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific Time for new episodes of Tabletop Tavern.
Nertz! 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 Nertz is a card game that you can play as long as you all have a deck of cards individually. What's great is that you can play with as many people as you want. So we have played...
That's cool. With, I think, max 12 people.
And it gets...
It's intense.
Insane, because you're trying to manage everything.
Well, and then you get some people who, like, go across the table. They're like,
yeah. So what you will see is basically what Katie likes to describe it as competitive solitaire.
Yes.
With a community pool of aces. So it's casino rules of your draw pile. It's 1, 2, 3 to flip over. These are the 4 that you're building down from. The only change in rules is when you have an empty slot, it doesn't have to be a king or a queen that you put there. It can be whatever card is showing face up in this pile or the next card available in the pile. You build down in alternating colors, just like solitaire. If you have an ace, you put it in the middle and you say ace. And the aces work just like the aces normally do in solitaire. You're building same suit going up in value. Once you get to the top of a pile, you flip over the king to indicate that that pile is now totally full so people don't have to manage it visually.
Nice.
Once you are done with your pile of cards right here, which there are 13, 12 in the pile, the 13th showing, you can say Nertz at any point, but you only get points for what's in the middle, and it's 1 point per card in the middle. And if you have cards remaining when somebody calls Nertz, then you get -2 points for each card in the pile. You can choose to play the game by saying we're going to play 1 round or a couple of rounds and whoever has the most points at the end wins, or by saying whoever gets to this point value first is the winner.
Nice.
So we're going to play 1 round and whoever has the highest number of points wins. So basically you get ready. Once everybody agrees that they're ready, somebody says go, and then we start.
It's a mad dash.
Ready? Go.
Ace.
All right, what am I doing?
Ace. God, these cards are slippery.
Ace.
Man, those cards are hard to look at.
Mine.
No,
Oh,
hers.
hers. Yeah.
I'm like, what is that?
What could it be?
Ace. Ace.
Nope, can't do that.
Thought you were going for it. I got really aggressive there for a minute. Like, no, it's mine.
I feel like I'm blinded by the light over here because of the reflection of my cards.
It's like side-eye the whole time.
Yeah.
What are you?
You take the pill and use the glove, and still you have a child of love. A nat one life, a nat one life. You work all day yet make no pay, and debt is mounting every day. A nat one life, a nat one life. When the world seems to be slowly crushing your dreams, anxiety, depression, doubt, this nat one life is shitting on you. You can't even poo. Journey with us and start to find your way through.
Okay, so now, if you didn't have anything left in your if you have anything left in your Nertz pile, count them up.
Yep, -4 for me.
So Katie's -4.
I have 5 cards.
Okay, so Sarah's -10, and Amanda is -nothing.
Okay, so then collect those cards and put them to the side. All of them.
All of them?
Yep. And then we take some piles and we split them up on their backs. And we hand them off to each other.
So then you give them all back to the person whose card there are, and then we count.
16.
Nice. So you ended up with 6 points. I had 43.
Dang.
I almost got through my whole deck.
28.
28? Nice. So you ended up with 24. And that's how you play Nertz! Nertz.
Nertz.
Nerds.
And it's basically competitive solitaire. You have a pool of aces in the middle. Everybody brings their own deck of cards. The biggest problem that you can run into is that the backs of the cards have to be different so that you can signify who they belong to. Now that's easy to do. You can easily make like a marking on the back as long as it's the same for each set. So like my name's Amanda. So I could put an A on the back of a standard deck of bicycle cards or something like that.
The point of the game is to get through your Nertz pile, the 13, and have the most points in the center. What you do is you shuffle all of your cards, then you flip over 4 in front of you, and then you count out 12, put those face down off to the side, and then put a 13th face up on top of that deck. And then, like Solitaire, casino rules is what we call it, which means that out of the remaining cards, deck of cards in your hand, you'll be drawing 3, flipping them over, and you have to play the top card first in order to get to those bottom cards.
Nertz is personally one of my favorite card games if you're looking for something fast, competitive, pretty simple to understand. It can be a little bit slower for people who are just learning, but it's definitely one of the games I would try to teach new players because most people have played Solitaire and they understand the basic rules.
It's a very interesting place in my family's game history. But it is a fun game. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give this game a 5 because the game really is dependent upon whom you're playing it with. If you're playing it with people that enjoy really fast-paced games and being really competitive, then it can be fun.
It got a little intense for me. Ultimately, I would give this game probably a 6 out of 10. It was easy to understand, super quick to play, and it's very flexible. You can definitely put in your own rules, kind of make it fun for the whole family. This game, since it only takes a deck of cards, is great to take with you, either to friends, family, camping. It really is versatile. So I enjoyed it a lot, but it is just very fast, and I do not do well at fast-paced games.
Thank you guys for joining us on today's Tabletop Tavern. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did.
Let us know what you thought in the comments below, and let us know what new games might be coming out that you'd be interested in seeing us review or play.
Also, follow along on our life journey by checking out our website or social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All links are down in the description below.
Like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And we'll see you next week on Tabletop Tavern.
Hi guys. Okay, so here's Jake. He's our little guy today, our little mascot. He's our dog. That's one of my favorite card games that I teach to new people, new players. Oh, Sarah, let me restart.